Okay, so as a disclaimer, we're recommending that you keep your Universal Analytics installation and install GA4 alongside it so you have data collecting into both. Whether we like it or not, GA4 isn't going away. Google said in their initial announcement that that's the platform they're going to be investing in, adding new features and benefits to. Do I think it's not a complete product in its current state and there's things missing? Absolutely. But I think certain things are missing for a reason. GA4 uses a completely different data model than Universal Analytics, and it's not supposed to do the exact same things, and it's not supposed to have the exact same metrics. The way that websites and apps work is changing, the way that users engage with them is changing, and it's built to handle it. One simple example is the bounce rate metric. It's gone out of GA4, and to that I say good riddance. Yes. I've never liked that metric. I've always steered clients away from putting so much focus on it. It's basically a one-page visit. If you have someone visiting your site, grabbing the phone number and converting, that's a great visit, but it has a 100% bounce rate. So there's a lot of new awesome metrics in GA4, like engaged sessions, that considers a session that lasted longer than 10 seconds, had a conversion event, or the user visited 2 or more pages, whichever one comes first. And then you could look at engagement rate as the percentage of sessions that met this criteria. To me, that's much more meaningful than the bounce rate, especially considering the fact that GA4 joins web and app data. It makes total sense that they get rid of bounce rate, considering there's a lot of single page apps where a lot of meaningful engagement happens, but would technically have 100% bounce rate. In general, there are a lot of really exciting things that GA4 can do or will be able to do. And I think if the complaint is that some of the metrics are harder to find or the exact same things aren't in there, you're missing the point and you're missing out. Aside from better metrics, I've compiled a comprehensive list of some other really exciting things that GA4 has in store, such as reports that were only available in GA360, like custom funnels and user lifetime reporting, data-driven attribution, solutions to a cookieless future like conversion and behavioral modeling, predictive audiences. Hey Greg, how cool would it be if you could remarket to users that are likely to purchase in 7 days?
Cool, but I have to use GA4?
You have to use GA4.
Oh no.
I think that's way better than remarketing to a batch of users that hit a pixel. Free BigQuery connection, automatic event tracking for some of the most common events that you'd want to track, automatic bot traffic filtering.
Which everybody should be celebrating.
Yes, and it actually works from what I've seen.
This is your take.
Cross-domain tracking without needing additional tags or a custom setup, so you won't need the blog article that I wrote sometime last year anymore. So if I can offer any advice amid the resistance and frustration I've seen around GA4, I would recommend just start by installing it today, again, with your Universal Analytics installation, so you still have data collecting into both. You can still use both. Get all your same events tracking, which again, many of them will now be automatic, and spend a few hours a week learning it. And don't panic. And remember why you went into this field in the first place. I think a lot of us love it because it's never stagnant. It's constantly developing and there's always a new challenge to be had, or else we'd all be accountants, right? Which, no shade to accountants, very important work.
That was all shade to accountants.
But I think it's okay to be a little excited about GA4.
We don't have it, do it now, before, and then you have a full year of data.
Exactly. It's not that bad, trust me.